Good morning, friends, and happy Thanksgiving week to all of my U.S. friends. If you're new, hi, I'm so glad you're here. And if you are a returning viewer, hello, I'm so glad you're back. Okay, so this is going to be a very short video this week, and I've decided that I'm not going to do one on do one for Thursday because it is Thanksgiving in the U.S. that day. But next week, next Monday, is it Monday? Yes. Next Monday is December 1st, which is the start of Vlogmas. And yes, I am planning to participate. I have 2 advent calendars, one from Ruby and Roses and one from Arkansas Yarn Company. And I'm going to open them up every day here on the channel and show you the yarn and the goodies that come with those advent calendars. There may be some projects sprinkled in here and there, and some content of me working on things, but the whole month is going to be more of a vlog and not much talking, hopefully, because it's a whole month, and I know we don't want 30 days of 30+ minute videos. So that's the plan. So I'll show you the 2 things that I've been working on this week, and then talk to you about the books I've been reading. And that's about it. No new yarn. All that starts Monday. I showed you last time that I had casted on this, I think it's called Football Party by Manny's Makings. It was a yarn done for the pigskin party. I don't know. I don't know. It's very, very busy. Very busy. So I think what I'm going to do is take this back out, and I might use it in a different way, like maybe make a different colored cuff, or make this a stripy section, something like that. I'm not quite sure. It's very, very busy, and I'm just not enjoying it. So, but I like the yarn itself. I'm just not enjoying the knit. So for me, if I'm not enjoying it, I don't continue. But I do want to do this yarn because I want to include it in my makes so that I can get extra points in the pigskin party. So I will be setting this aside and probably taking it out sometime. I mean, I could always make a yarn koozie out of what I've already got done too. So I don't know. I'm not feeling the vibe of it right now. So in the bag it goes. This is a project bag by The Wandering Pearl. She has a YouTube channel, and she is also on Etsy. She makes beautiful bags that they have these pockets here on the inside, and then a little holder, so when you're walking down the road and you're loom knitting, then you can hold the bag. And they're also drawstring. She has several different types of bag designs, fabrics. She'll custom make one for you. Like she did this one. This one was custom made for me because I am all, if you guys know, I'm all about the 80s and cryptids. So yeah. Okay. So in this bag, I did a color work sock. Now remember last week when we talked about this color work sock, the footage sock, and I mentioned that we did not need to go up peg amounts with this color work, and that is because we have all these extra rows here that allows the stretching. Okay, now this sock that I'm working on is also color work, and it kind of goes with this theme. This one is, I'm calling popcorn box. Okay, this one you may or may not want to go up peg count for the leg. I have included in the pattern a way to increase the stitches before the leg and after. The reason I say this is because this is so much color work. It does stretch, okay? It does stretch. But I did find that it was a little harder to get on the foot. That may come out after I actually block the sock, and I will let you know that. But it was a little bit harder to try on. The inside of the leg is complete color work. So even though it was stretched out on the loom, these parts are okay. It is the first round of the color work and the last round. It's kind of hard for me to show you this while it's on the loom, but the last round here, those areas get tighter. Okay, so what I did, and this may be something that you want to do as well instead of going up a size, I took my tail and I went the opposite way around and just pulled the stitch out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. And then I did that all the way around the loom, and then that helped loosen that up a little bit. Not all the way around the loom, all the way around the leg. So that helped loosen it up enough to where I could still get it on. So, I mean, see, we've got some pretty good stretch here. So I don't think that I necessarily would still go up in peg count, but I did want to include that in the pattern in case somebody determines after doing the leg that they need to frog it and restart. So that is all I've been working on. I'm almost done. Well, I'm not almost done. I've got a little bit more of the foot to do. I did a different heel this time. With it being white, I'm not sure that you can actually see the shape of the heel. I have not seen anybody do a heel like this, so I'm not sure what this is, what we're going to call this one. But yeah. That is all I have been working on. As I said in the last video, I have added my Goodreads to link below. Goodreads is if you're not familiar with it, it is an app / website that you can go on and you can look at all the different books that have been published, like if you're looking for a specific genre, and you can mark on there that you've read them already, or you want to read, or you're currently reading. And they have reading challenges for the year. Like you set a goal for how many books you want to read and stuff like that. So my link is below if you like to see what I'm reading, want to read, be friends on Goodreads, that kind of thing. It's there. I also use the Hoopla app, which is through through your local library. You can check out books on the app, either ebooks or audiobooks. And I also use Kindle Unlimited. I love to read. My favorite is probably like the mystery thriller type books. I've always loved Dean Koontz, Stephen King, um, true crime, that kind of thing. So I have read in the last week, I read one book literally in about 8 hours. It was an audiobook. I learned about this book on TikTok, Talkbook, whatever, TikTok book. um, and there was mixed reviews about this book. And what I determined was that the people that read the book didn't care for it, but the people that listened to the book loved it. And I always listen to mine audio, even if they are on Kindle Unlimited. I listen to the audio. Kindle Unlimited has some books that have the headphones, which means the audio is there. And if not, then I have my phone set up to read it to me. I have so many times I just don't have enough time in the day to sit down and actually read anymore. But I love to read. Sometimes I find, though, that I may or may not be missing out on things by doing it that way because of my brain with all the tabs open at sometimes. But I won't have enough time to sit down. So the book that I listened to in one day is called Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. Y'all, this was a good book. This was a good book. It's about these two friends that go to a wedding. The next morning, only one returns and she doesn't remember what happened. So the whole book is about this podcast in the future, this podcast guy that's trying to decide whether she killed her friend or if somebody else did. And that's all I'll tell you because it's a very good book and I don't want to spoil it for you. Very good book. I highly recommend this one. The one I'm currently reading is called The Butcher by Jennifer Hillier. Oh my goodness. That is another good book. You got like two different stories going on at the same time. And I don't want to give any hints about the book because even if I don't know, it's just good. If you're into like thriller type, plot twisty type books, then this one is another good one. The Butcher by Jennifer Hillier. I've got like maybe 2 hours left of this book. And then on Kindle, my next book is going to be Kindle. Unfortunately, I cannot watch or not listen through the TV like I do the Hoopla. And that more than likely is because Roku and Fire Stick, they're competitors. So they're not going to let the Kindle app or the Audible app onto their TV. Okay, the next book I'm reading I've already got it on the Kindle, is You'll Never Know by Caleb Stevens. I have heard so much about this book that I am excited to read it. This couple and their the couple and their unborn baby are driving down the road in the middle of the night, and something happens, and the mother and unborn child gets kidnapped, and the husband has to figure out riddles and clues to make his way back to where his wife is being held. That's all I know. That's what I have heard from TikTok and basically what I've read about the book. I have read a couple other books by Caleb Stevens. He is a fantastic author. So I cannot wait to read this one too. So yeah, that's really all I've got this week. Like I said, I don't know that I would have much more to show on Thursday anyway, other than maybe a completed sock. And with it being Thanksgiving week, it's Tuesday. Y'all know on Tuesday that I have to go into town, take my mom to bingo. So, I won't have much time today. And then tomorrow, you start cooking for all that stuff that needs hours upon hours. My hair is not as frizzy. I don't know if y'all have noticed. I made up a concoction of leave-in essential oil hair conditioner. Y'all, the static is starting to tame. It's got to be this dry air because it's just unseasonably warm. We've hit record highs and it's just been crazy. Just crazy. Yeah. All right, guys, I think that's about it. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching. And until next time, stay cozy and may all your socks find their matches. Bye. Did I mention my name is Erica and you're at the Lopsided Crafter Illuminating channel? I don't know.